How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So double XP is going to be starting up this weekend, and with double XP comes an absolute ton of opportunity to make or save a ton of money. So today I thought I would show you guys on how you can do just that, and this is actually going to be something that you do during double XP, not before and not after. Not only that, but this is something that happens absolutely every single double XP, so this is something that you can absolutely use in the future. So if you do find this video useful or you did enjoy it, then do give the video a like, dislike it if you dislike it, and if you are new, then please do subscribe. We are literally about 40 subs away from that 1k, which is a huge milestone that I've been really wanting to hit for a little bit. So if you haven't already, then do press that subscribe button and let's hit that 1k. And finally, because I keep forgetting to mention it in other videos, we do also have a Discord channel. I always post the videos in there as soon as they go live, and as soon as we've got more people in there, I would like to start doing a lot more community stuff. So if you want to join that, then the link will be down in the description. Now with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. Alright, so we want to have a quick look at these dates of the, obviously this is the announced, the next one that we're going to be having, but we also want to have a look at these previous dates so that I can show you on the graphs of the items on how this is all going to kind of work out. But essentially what we want to be doing is we want to be looking for items that are going to be super inflated into the market over double XP, and double XP primarily being the reason for that. And we also want these items to be items that people are going to want to be buying just in general, or like normal every day. So the three types of items that I usually look for over these double XPs are usually cooked food, potions, and summoning pouches. So the reason that I look for these three things is basically because these get used every day in PVM, just in normal gameplay or whatever, right? So specifically, we can have a look at one of the potions that I normally go for, which is big sort of PVM used item, which is vulnerability bombs. So here is the graph for the last year. So as you can see, there's these huge spikes and the big dips. There's a little one here and here. So I can almost guarantee that this was about the time of a double XP with the amount it drops, right? So if we have a look, we're looking at like, what, the 19th of February, going back to double XP, yeah, 19th of February, there we go, to the 1st of March. And this is a prime example of how you can save an absolute ton of money here. So obviously, at this point, double XP was about to happen, so everyone started dumping to basically save as much money as they could, really. So you can see, right down to the very bottom is the 1st of March. You can see the price difference is over 10,000 GP. That's like a 35% difference in price. So essentially what you want to be doing is buying right here. I always buy all of my PVM supplies on double XP. Usually sort of about 4 or 5 days in. Just to make sure that, you know, I've got them at a lower price. You know, they could potentially start going up a little bit sooner, the quicker that people get done with their XP timer stuff. But yeah, essentially, you know, if I'm buying here, I've saved 30+% on my vulnerability bombs. Now if we have a look at the rocktails, this is going to be pretty similar, I would assume. Obviously the graphs are a little bit different, so there's these little spikes here where they drop down. So what's this, the 5th or 4th of May? If we have a look at this, 3rd of May, there you go. So obviously this is where all this food was going to be starting to be sold here, because obviously people are wanting to not lose money knowing that the prices are going to plummet over double XP. And yeah, this is where obviously everyone has cooked them over the XP week and dump them. So this is again where you want to be buying them. So here you can see, you know, they're going for about 5.7k each, all the way down to 4.7. So there's 1,000 GP difference, which is what, about 15-20%, something like that. So again, you know, essentially you can buy what, 15% extra supplies, or you know, or you can save if you just want to buy a specific amount, then you know, you're saving 15% of your cash. So if we're back at the vulnerability bombs, the whole point I want to show these big spikes here is because this is proof that this happens every single double XP. So if we have a look there, 19th of February, we already know that one, we saw that one before. What would be the next one? 3rd of May. Where's the 3rd of May? It's right here. So this little bit here, obviously not as big of a dip, but even so, 20k down to not even 17k, 3k difference, saving quite a bit of money there. What's this bit over here? 5th of August, can almost guarantee, 6th of August, there you go. So you can see that this is happening every single time. Obviously, right now, we're right at the peak of where this is going to start doing this, and yeah, it's going to soon crash once the weekend starts. So now I did mention summoning pouches, and this is going to be a little bit of a weird one. So you can see that these graphs don't really have these, they have these obviously like weird dips, right? Like 21st of February, which if we have a look at this, yeah, that's when obviously double XP was. But the interesting one about this is you're kind of looking for whenever it goes below a certain price. So obviously you can see for here, it's not even 4k. But if we have a look at the shard return, you get 162 shards, which is basically over 4k. So if we go back to this, we can see that here, regardless of what the GE price is, I could just turn them into shards and make more money back. And remember that this is also the GE price at the time, so they were selling for less than that, right? And here, right? So I think, wait, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was probably this one. I was buying these for about 3.6k each, which means every single one I was getting, I was basically profiting 400 GP just in shard price alone. Obviously the price does go back up, and it usually ends up going above the shard price, like, you know, kind of currently right now, it is above the shard price, so you want to sell them just to the sort of grand exchange for that reason. But this is a good thing to look out for, because you will never lose money on this. Because even if this doesn't ever go back up above 4,000, those shard values mean that you've made money. Like, that's it. There's nothing else to it for that. But yeah, this is a little bit of a more weird one, because yeah, you're not looking for these sort of huge big spikes and dips, like for instance on these vulnerability bombs. But yeah, this is just a few examples of what I do sort of through double XP events, just to save a bit of money on my supplies, really. You know, like I said, if you want to save money, you can just buy them there and use them yourself, or, you know, if you want to wait for the price to go back up, you know, you can make a ton of money. But hopefully that has kind of explained that a little bit to you guys. Alright, so I hope that this has made some sort of sense for you guys, because I know sometimes I just kind of ramble on and I don't make a lot of sense. But yeah, these are just a few examples of items that you can do this with during double XP. Obviously there's going to be a ton of items that this happens with. That's why I always say look for items where the numbers are going to be super inflated because of double XP, and items that people use a lot just in general gameplay. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for today's video. So if this was useful or you did enjoy it, then do give the video a like. Dislike it if you dislike it, and if you are new, then please do subscribe. And if you want to see my videos as soon as they go live, then don't forget to join that Discord channel. And as usual, I will catch you in the next one.